Hello everybody, today we are going to do a for loop and we're also going to do a break and continue. So basically we're going to go through the loop and we're going to break out of it, and also we're going to go through a loop, and when we reach a certain point, we're going to print out that we've reached that certain point and then continue in the loop. So let's go. So first of all, I'm going to do here a list. Let's have a look. A list of, I'm going to call that list names. List of names equal to, let's have a look. Mark, Dave, Pete, Joe, and Sid. Okay, so there we are. List of names there. Okay, and now we're going to start on our for loop. So we start it off for name in names. Okay, for name in names. Okay, so we're going to start off, we're going to loop through it. But we're going to use a conditional first because we're going to break out of this loop. We're not going through it completely. We're going to break out of it at some point in here. Not decided just yet, but let's have a look. So if name is equal to, let's say Joe, here. If name is equal to Joe, so do something. So what are we going to do? We're going to print a message first so the user can see the message, and it's going to be something like reached the name Joe. Okay, it's told the user that now when it's looping through there, it's reached the name Joe. And we're going to print another little message here so it's clearer to the user. We'll break out of the loop here. So we're going to break out of the loop here because we've reached the condition that we've stated there, which is Joe. So we're going to break out of the loop, and we're just going to make it extra clear here. So print you won't see the last name in the list. You won't see the last name in the list because we've broken out at Joe here. So we've stopped the loop there. We've broken out at Joe. So you're not going to see the last name in the list, which is Sid. Okay, and then we're just going to simply type break. Okay, and then all we have to do after that is print name to start it. Okay, so there we go. So let's click that, save, and let's run the program and see what happens. Okay, so it's printed Mark, Mark, Dave, this is Dave here, Pete, okay, Pete, and when it's reached Joe up here, it's printed out the message reach the name Joe. We'll break out of the loop here. You won't see the last name in the list, so you don't see the last name in the list, which is Joe. It's done exactly what it says on the tin. Okay, so Bob's your uncle and Fanny is your auntie. Okay, let's take a look at the next for loop here that I'm going to do, and this is going to be the continue. So once we reach a certain part in the loop, we'll just print a message and then continue on until the end of the loop. So here we go again for name in names. For name in names. Okay, and the conditional, if the name is equal to, let's have a look, if the name is equal to, let's say Pete. Okay, Pete here. So when we get to Pete, we're going to print a message to the user. So we're going to print here, Pete has been reached. Okay, so we know that we've reached the name Pete. Pete has been reached, and then we're going to use the word continue. So once we reach Pete, we're going to continue, but we've told the user that we've actually reached that name. And now we're going to print everything out using print name. Okay, so there we go. Just save it again, and let's run it and see what the output is. Okay, so it's printed Mark, Dave, and it's got to Pete, so it's informed us that it's reached the name Pete in the list, and it's simply carried on Joe to Sid to the end of the list. So there you go. Goody-gadoo-gadum. I hope you like that, and if you did like it, remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It will help me out a lot. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in another video. Bye-bye.